Harlan and Anna Hubbard lived in Payne Hollow from 1952 until their deaths in 1986 and 1988. Their cabin and their land and their workspace is being preserved by the Payne Hollow Foundation, Payne Hollow on the Ohio. I've got two of the founding board members in the cabin now. Let's go in and meet them and talk about this incredible couple that lived and did their art here. This is their cabin. They built the back first, and a year or so afterwards, they built the front. So we are now inside the famous cabin of Harlan and Anna Hubbard here in Payne Hollow, Trimble County, Kentucky. That's the Ohio River that they love so very much there. The founding members, two of the founding members of the foundation that preserves this cabin and the legacy of the Hubbards. We have Joe Wolek here.
Joe Wolek.
Here
David Wicks. Nice to meet everybody.
Yeah. So there are two other members of the board, founding member Ted Steinbach and board member Susan Griffin Ward. And they are preserving this property, this legacy, this dream, so that we can participate in the lifestyle. When did they first build this cabin?
Go for it, Joe.
The whole cabin was built over a period of 3 years, started in 1952. They built the back room first.
Well, let me just go take a look at that real quick. This is the back room where they first lived, right?
Yep.
And that's a bed that came down from the wall right here, yes? And that's where they slept perhaps during the summers? And I note that this is a Sears cast iron stove. Pretty nice.
Good company back then.
Yeah. And one thing about Harlan and Anna Hubbard, they had cupboards with trays. And they would pick up driftwood from down on the riverbank and use it in their construction. Look at this piece right here. How about this piece? Glorious piece right here. And if you open it up, more cupboard space. So, David, tell me, how did the foundation come to be? How old is the foundation? It's called Payne Hollow on the Ohio.
It's called Payne Hollow on the Ohio, and we incorporated with the good work of Frost Brown Todd LLC. And so they did our not-for-profit work and did the initial sort of purchase of the land. And that was maybe August of 2023. Mm-hmm. So, 2022. So we've been here about 2 years, a little more, and have spent the time cleaning up and stabilizing the buildings. We sort of had three initial objectives: to secure the land, to provide access, to stabilize the buildings like this. We spent a fair amount of time on restoring this building. We did all the windows and sort of allowed them now to be operable. One of the interesting parts to me is we want to do as good of a job historically, trying to do what Mr. Hubbard did, but you really use his philosophy of using what's at hand, more so than trying to identify every single nail and using those exact same nails that he did. And so, you know, Mr. Hubbard enjoyed this notion of hand tools, doing labor himself. And so we want to sort of continue that whole notion. What I hope happens, what we had to do during this restoration stage, we had to carry all the books all the photographs, all the kitchen utensils up to the top of the hill to Joe's garage to sort it. So we took everything out, and that way we could fully restore it.
Well, had it been abandoned after Harlan's death in '88?
Well, no. Paul Hasselfurter, who's an artist in Madison, was willed the property, and he lived here on and off for 33 years. He had a primary residence in Madison, so more of a weekend, but sometimes months at a time. And beautiful, you know. He took care of it for a long time.
Would he come across the river in a boat like Harlan did, or would he drive across Milton?
I don't know. I think he walked down the hill a lot, but he was not he was more of an artist and musician.
Was he still using the property when you all got it?
Yeah. And so I've talked with him for 15 years about purchasing it.
Okay. And when you purchased it, how many acres came with it?
60 acres. So our goal was to get the land, to secure the buildings, to really think about the property, you know, and really we work with the Nature Preserves Commission and are developing our land management strategies to really ensure that whatever gets done here, we don't, you know, overdo it. You know, you can love a piece of land pretty easily.
Well, you all have done a great job down here, and people are going to be moved, impressed, and motivated to experience the land and the river as the Hubbards did, and that's because of work by people dedicated as you are. A couple of pointers while we're still here and we wrap up. What do we have going on in the floor right here?
Well, these are basically cooling vents for the summertime. Cool air from the cellar would come up. And then he also has, there was a wood burning stove underneath here that would heat the radiator system. One over there by the door. And also heat would come up, you can see the heaters right underneath here. So
It's a wood burning furnace.
Heat would come up too, yeah, wood burning furnace.
It's a wood burning furnace, and so this was a vent.
I see.
The wood burning furnace.
And then, of course, this was their cook stove area.
Their cook stove and their fireplace and a little bread oven. We'd love to really return a lot of the material. So, you know, we have all the books, we have the music that they played, we have their photographs. And one of the most exciting things to me was to be able to open up a drawer and find communications from the Hubbards from 35 years ago.
Right. Are those murals still there in the banks?
Yeah, they're still there, and they're still there in the churches. You know, one of the interesting things, how neighborly he was that it's amazing how many seniors in Trimble County came down here on field trips. So like almost every fourth grader for like 15 years came down here on a field trip. And the interesting thing is the teacher who organized it is still alive.
That he eventually put in running water. So I assume that he tapped it from a spring.
No, it was gravity-fed cistern right up above the house here.
Rainwater then?
Rainwater.
Okay. And
They did have a spring that they collected water at. By the river.
and this is the trundle bed here. This is where they slept in the winter. They pull this bed down every night. They pull it down and put it back up, right?
I find it fascinating, their sustainability approach. You know, they lived off the land, but it really is a center for creativity. We hope that this turns into a place for an artist in residence to come here and stay for a while.
Wouldn't that be great? Hiking down, you mentioned that he would keep a car on the other side of the river, the Indiana River, at Lee's Landing, right?
Yeah, let's go look.
Yeah, and he would ring a bell.
Yeah.
Thank you on behalf of all of the people who benefit from your all's work. Thank you, David.
You're more than welcome.
Joe, thank you for the good work.
No problem.
That's really great. Thanks. Well, there you have it. Get involved with the Payne Hollow on the Ohio Foundation. Come down and see for yourself what's going on down here. Pretty special.